is they still need, in my opinion, a secondary finisher. So you kind of need your EXP laner to be someone that can actually dive to the back.
Honestly, like it's been so way back, but the Valentina is usually banned if there's a Lucas, supposedly, right? But I don't think it's gonna I don't think they're gonna consider that either. So it's either the Faramis or
because other mids like Farsa, even etc. just volatile towards the Fanny. So that's not,
And I think right
even
now,
Odette.
yeah. Oh no, I don't think so. Right.
There's a knock-up already for
that's what I said. I'm thinking of all these huge ults that you would ban a Valentina, and now I'm drawing a bit of a blank.
Yeah, I think that my guess would be like a Franco and a Kai, to try to stop the Fanny. Those two big ults that could stop Fanny for sure as a stopper. But for Onic Philippines, now that they have a Granger, Fanny, Kalea, and Phoveus, I think they have enough peel, they have enough distractions to distract Homeboy's backline and to distract the Lancelot to open up for a Farsa. Because imagine Farsa Granger here up against the Harith. Harith ain't even going to get close. Like, when you pop Zaman Force, you're already too low. And even then, you get punished by the Phoveus constantly jumping.
Yeah, I was also thinking if Homeboys wanted to consider that, but since there's a Fanny, maybe not.
Yeah.
So it looks...
Oh, they pick up the Farsa as well as the Edith, so they're gonna try it out.
Okay, so it is.
Which, you know what?
Edith.
Respect. This might be your final game. Just
guns blazing.
Guns blazing,
Yep. Put all your marbles
in the marble cup.
Is that what's called?
Cup? That's a pretty big cup, man.
Everyone has a marble cup.
In Malaysia?
Some parts of the world, it's a big world. There's like 8 billion-ish people.
Oh my goodness.
Well, there seems to only be 2 picks in the mid lane so far in the series.
This is why I say I want more fighters.
Yeah, maybe we need the fighters in the mid lane to make it exciting, but for now, it'll be the same exact matchup, at least in the mid lane. Everything, Granger, 2, okay.
Yeah, and right now, looking at the drafts here, I kind of feel like for both teams, they kind of got what they wanted. Doesn't seem like a lot of takeaways except for that Kalea. But now we really have to see, because Onic Philippines looks like they learned a lot from game number 1 and took some crucial picks away from Homebois. Now Homebois, this is their potential last hurrah. We got to see if Onic Philippines can close this out 2-0 or Homebois has a lot to say about that. I'm tossing it over to Brigida as well as Mirko.
Thank you so much, Lofel, for that toss. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2. Homeboys take on Onic Philippines. Onic Philippines currently 1-0, holding match point to qualify and to send Homeboys back home. Will Homeboys be able to equalize? We'll find out in the Land of Dawn as Natan flies over to bring us right here, Amal on the Lancelot, King Kong on a signature Fanny.
I feel like we have to put a bit more emphasis on the way Onic PH did take away crucial heroes from Homeboys, but they're playing it very aggressively. 36 minutes or seconds. They secure first blood. Oh my goodness, Hooper Prince on this Lu Yi does not disappoint so far.
King Kong 2 already punishing, knows the mid prio is there for them, but this could be punished. No, they just get it straight up too. Wait, that was retreat by Amal. Did Amal get it? I didn't get to see the XPs. Oh, King Kong knows he already used retreat, so he wants to battle for this little camp. He's got to be careful though, he's wasting precious time.
He still has the retribution, but is he gonna use it there? He actually did. He just wanted to deny it so much from Amal.
He's so petty, man. He's like, okay, you steal that one, I'll take another one, huh? What you gonna do next, huh? You have no retreat. Oh, man. Well, it's a big lead for Onic Philippines, like you said at the start of the game. You really need to respect the Kalea level 1, dude. I think this hero's been out for a while. I don't know why players still go and fight level 1 Kalea with, especially Lo Yi. This is like the worst comp to go up against level 1.
And it feels like it's always been the Farsas who get punished in the early game. Like, I know there's the wings by wings, so you get a chance to position yourself somewhere faster than your opponents, but that's something that's just read out by most teams by now. So clearly, Onic PH have anticipated that rotation coming in from Homeboy so far, and now they're working on the EXP lane. Definitely would want to get some help from Kirk as they try or maybe attempt to go for this first objective, but that diversion was something visible though. Oh, they instead go for a Mal, forces him to puncture out of it. Onward already committed now onto Kirk, and he might not be able to get away. That's an objective for Homebois. Could they get another kill? Okay, that's a 2 for the turtle trade so far for Homebois.
Yeah, King Kong gets the purple, and there's no punish by Mel. He pops in some on-force, but doesn't have the unlead dashes just yet. Onic Philippines, that was strange from them. They went in knowing King Kong didn't even want to fight. He was already at the purple buff, didn't look like he was interested, and now goes into battle again for this green cap.
Yep, I had the same thoughts. I was wondering why they wanted to commit it so much, but Izanami, wings by wings out. And again, I wonder what the call was, because even Super Prince, the diversion was committed, but Homebois was fully aware of where he was gonna come from. Now I think we can take a quick look at the emblem build so far. Still the same for Super Prince. I think it's pretty standard for most of the heroes so far. Even Vel just has a bit of the attack speed here.
The only thing not standard is the tenacity for Super Prince, but that's standard if we use Game 1 as a reference. That was the same choice of emblems for Super Prince again, wanting to be in the front, just playing with the spacing, playing with the sustain of the Brave Smite too. Firmness, I guess, with the Kalea is a bit different. I think previous game it was put yourself together, and agility for Ivan. Another airstrike coming down on Brusco. Good taunt too.
Oh, Tsunami Slam already committed now on to Ivan, but he gets to AOG himself out, but King Kong will chase after him. There are 3 members of Homebois though whom he might go up against. Nearly got punished, but gets the flyaway.
This could be a rare case of, you know, a rusty Fanny. Onic Philippines, yeah, they haven't really been able to get the value out of King Kong's Fanny. Maybe a lack of practice because it just never gets left open. He's gonna have to shake that rust real quick because Homebois have a pretty amazing draft to take it to mid to late, right? Like, they all scale. They can play it slow in the early game, and they've already won Turtle 1.
The most action we've seen was when they were stealing away jungle creeps from each other in the early stages of the game, and that might have happened once again. King Kong's ahead by a level though, up against a Mal. So this time around, Onic PH might have decided that they want to take on this fight, but Homebois have enough resources. Oh, the Earth Shatter gets dodged, however. They might try to go and punish Vel. This time around, Primal Wrath gets committed, but a Mal really gets his hands on the objective. It's Onic PH wanting to fight back.
King Kong jumps in with a cutthroat, only goes on Vel. Yeah, they lose Ivan for Brusco, 1 for 1, but obviously it's worth it for Homebois who got the turtle. Clean take for Homebois. Diversion over. They got to be careful here. They decide to go up top, and it'll just be capitalization. This time, it's already different. They've improved from what we saw in Game 1. After getting kills, after getting the punishes, they capitalize with objectives, with even stealing away camps in enemy jungle.
Oh. Game Mal could have been caught there, but no one else was near Brusco either way. But yeah, clearly improvements from Homebois, and somehow a sort of similar situation to how Onic encountered the early game in game number 1 as well. Or it's also probably just because, again, as you've mentioned, we haven't been seeing the value just yet come in from the Fanny. They haven't been able to maximize the early game presence from this Fanny, even despite that level lead that it's been able to establish so far earlier on. It's been evened out by now. It's already a Mal catching up, only 100 gold behind King Kong.
For Onic Philippines, the one hope that they still have, especially when we get to the later stage of the game, will be Kelra. 700 gold ahead, still in this game. Another diversion to send them into mid lane. Yeah, Onic Philippines, at this point of the game, they just have to team fight better than Homebois. The Homebois are not making it easy. Good poke.
Yep. Duality.
Amazing poke.
They've been able to poke Ivan and Vel down really low. Could have broken out to a fight, but Homebois decide to play it safe, and might just be a good call since there is only 8 seconds left before the next objective. So they could keep themselves alive before then, but it seems like they're planning to do something in the mid lane.
Battle for Turtle. Mid prio again. Mel in the mid lane. Different priorities for Onic Philippines. They send Granger, Kelra, up top. So it's a 4v5 already. It'll be a trade for a turret.
Yep. They just let go of this turtle. King Kong passes through the members of Homebois nearly gets caught there. Oh, but the diversion will be able to send Super Prince away. So Onic PH so far, they've just been mostly trading objectives for Homebois. All three turtles, they did contest one, but not entirely even. It wasn't a full commit onto trying to contest that turtle.
Yep. They're avoiding fights on the Philippines now. I think because they have identified that Homebois have the better brawling composition, at least early on, just because of the damage output, the CC potential, as well of the Edith. I think this is really the game changer here for Homebois. Even if you miss the Earth Shatter, that Primal Wrath does so much damage, and Onic will have to kind of play around the window, which stays for quite a bit. And it's not just the Edith, it's Edith plus Harith and the Feather Airstrike. There's so many one cycle of cooldown abilities that make it very difficult for Onic Philippines to force out longer fights.
That's true. I think that's going to be the keyword for this game. Homebois, it feels like they have the better comp in terms of the sustained team fights that could happen later on. They have not just the Edith with the Primal Wrath, but even the Harith. Whereas Onic Philippines, mainly because they have the Fanny, they have to be able to look for those big plays that they get immediate value out of. Because if not, Homebois could always find a way to turn things around. And that's exactly what they seem to be respecting, as you mentioned. So Onic PH might be playing it a little more safe for now, not unless they go for a target. That's going to be Vel. Will they have enough damage to burst him down, though? They do. Doesn't get to cast the Primal Wrath, and on the other side of the map, King Kong just fights Izanami. There's the Zaman Force already coming in from Melcutie, but Kirk is doing a great job at trying to stop him in his tracks. And that's two members they find from Homebois.
Onic Philippines caught Homebois before they can even react to it. And they panicked. They really did. Izanami popped in for the airstrike in a pretty non-optimal spot. And now it's the full punish from Onic Philippines, capitalizing. Look at the timer for Onic Philippines. So clean in their decision as well. When they decide to go for a fight like that, it's always time to perfection towards the neutral objective spawning. They won't get it, but they have a slow push up top, so they've already built the setup for this fight.
Do they still want to commit? King Kong maybe will be able to catch up. Ivan already pretty low. Melcutie tries to go for a Kelra. Phantom Execution already committed. Amal gets the last hit on the objective. Brusco gets punished, but King Kong flies in, looks for the target, and now Onic PH just keep going at it. Vel is the only member left from the side of Homebois, but they don't even care.
They want to end the game through top lane. Vel, can you defend without the Primal Wrath? I don't think Onic can end right here, right? They have a cannon minion.
Oh, will they actually do this? Vel, what can he do to deny this? There's the duality, gets to knock up three members, forces out the flicker out of Super Prince, but he gets taken down. And Onic PH might try to go for it, but there's the Feathered Airstrike. They'll have to disengage. They have to run away.
A big gamble by Onic Philippines. It doesn't pay off, but they don't get punished either. Like, they got a big base turret too, so in the end, it's so value for Onic. And again, this has really just been the pattern of MSC 2025. Objectives sometimes are overrated when you can't really have a few of your members surviving after the objective, neutral ones, all right? And that's what we saw. Homebois, they got the neutral objective, they used everything to get it, and Onic Philippines really identified how they need to tackle these fights. They just have to attack from multiple different angles. They need to send one guy to bait out most of the resources, where in that case it was Kirk and Brusco that they sent forward, and then everybody can just come in and clean up.
Yeah, it also helped that Vel was kind of alone during that moment, so Onic PH, it seemed like they did not hesitate to pour all of their resources, or most of their resources, on him, despite him being an Edith. And then, what? Was that an off-cam kill in the mid lane against Melcutie? These kinds of errors cannot happen if you're Homebois, because those are the heroes who can potentially extend and prolong the fights for your team. And that's what Onic PH does not want. But so far, they only have a single Holy Shield left, and even that gets popped. Brusco, will he go in? Feathered Airstrike just to clear the minion waves. Homebois, who would have expected them to be this much behind after how they started things?
Great start by Homebois, but a more amazing recovery from Onic Philippines. It was just so clean by them. I don't know, it's the slowdown of the tempo into objective takes, into punishing the neutral objective setup of Homebois, and the perfectly timed pickoffs. Gotta mention that too. King Kong also shaking the rust off. If you saw a early game Fanny, the way he was cabling, and the Fanny that you see right now, you'd just expect, oh, that's two different players, right? Like the early game Fanny was someone else, now it's King Kong. But yeah, that's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. When you don't play a certain hero for the longest time after it gets banned for, what, almost half a year, you'll need to shake off a bit of that rust when you get back onto it. I don't even think in scrims people want to deal with that. So Onic Philippines, yeah, they needed a bit more time to shake the rust off. Now they have everything. A slow push down below as well that Izanami will have to deal with. He will get sent down below. Conceal already from Ivan.
And was revealed by the Death Sonata too. So Onic PH have full information on where majority of the members, at least, of Homebois are. That's on. Oh no, the onward catches King Kong for a moment though, but still Vel gets deleted. Not looking too good for Homebois, but still they try to fight back. Kirk coming in from the sides, gets to find the knock-up onto Izanami, forces out the wings by wings, but Ivan holding so much for Onic PH, but Kirk's doing other things on the other side of the map, and Kelra finds the kill on Ivan.
Perfect execution by the reigning world champions. They know Homebois need to utilize that cycle skill. Once it's down, it's a big window of opportunity for Onic Philippines to punish, and King Kong, without the purple buff, is looking for it.
Oh, somehow they get to cancel a mile. Death Sonata doesn't land, but it seems like they'll be able to take out all the remaining base turrets for Homebois except the one down bottom. Discipline from Onic PH, diversion out, and they do not risk it.
No. Onic Philippines go back to the calm and composed nature that they've been showing from game number 1. At least after they saw how Homebois reacted to their plays. King Kong, yes, we saw the turret very low. King Kong will just dash in, no minions, no problem. Sieges it down all alone, and that makes it 3 base turrets down. Slow push built up forever in the bottom lane.
They just want all the super minions, I guess. Oh, but there's the flicker combo coming in from Vel, but the counter Tsunami Slam onto Melcuti gets him punished. King Kong finding a way to look for the targets on Onic PH and uses the cutthroat to get through the wall. Now on a monster kill against Izanami. Amal trying his best to escape, uses the iframes, but Kelra's chasing after him. And it's only Amal left alone to defend.
We've seen miracles in the past, but Amal has to walk all the way back.
Phantom Execution tries to clear away, but gets blasted by Kel.